struggle all game. They played fantastic.
Welcome to our post-game press conference. We have our player of the game, Japeth Aguilar, and Coach Tim Gold of Barangay Ginebra. Gentlemen, congratulations. Coach Tim, I'll start with you. You're now on a 3-game win streak. And this game against Blackwater proved to be a tough one. How did the way this game was played out kind of help you or will help you go into a tough stretch with your next assignment?
Well, from a pure, from a coaching standpoint, you're happy with the win. But from a coaching standpoint, you're not too happy about the process that it took to get to this win. We didn't play particularly well. We allowed them to really get a rhythm, and we allowed Bearfield to get a rhythm. We allowed Ilagan to get a rhythm. Even David, we couldn't put the clamps on any three of them, and that's what made it such a difficult game for us. We just didn't step up and find ways to stop those three guys. And so, like I said, I'm very, very happy with the win. I'm just not happy with the way we went about getting the win. And but that's just the coach in me. For the fans, it was a good game, and it came down to a big shot. And Japeth, who's made so many big shots in his career, he hits another one, just like any old day, right, for you, Japeth? And so it was a great pass by Scotty to make it happen. So, that was really nice for us and the fans. But again, it wasn't, we got to play better than this on both sides of the ball going forward against as we try to finish off these eliminations.
Thank you, Coach. Now, Japeth, before the game, you were talking about emotions, your body language, especially at times when you're not liking what's happening on the court. And early in the game, in one of the huddles, I heard one of the coaches tell you na, huwag ka magpasira, just keep your focus. Just how are you able to handle the emotions and even coming up with a game-winning shot?
Yeah, I have that role now in the team kasi dati si LA yon, LA. And when LA was not there, it was Jared. And yun nga, kailangan ko maging conscious sa, I just want to bring positivity, like my body language, my reaction. Kasi ako na yung parang pinaka-senior sa team. So, ayun. It's gotta start, for me, it gotta start sa akin kasi ako na yung pinaka-senior sa team, and then down to the youngest guy. So,
We're now ready to entertain questions.
Japeth, congrats, nice shot. Japeth, after these 2 games against Phoenix, Blackwater, yung nasa baba, based sa performance of both teams, how would this help going to the big games against Naradco, TNT, Gunolia, and Reynosa?
Yeah, credit to Blackwater, they played a great game. Pero kailangan namin yung mga games na to, how can I say it? Like coach always say, we have to take care of business. So, yun, and it's a great, Blackwater is a very talented team. Ngayon, nakakakuha na sila ng rhythm because their key players, they've been in and out of the conference. So, yun, they showed their potential kanina. So yun.
Coach, you mentioned in your recent talk that you always treat games like as a 1 point, aiming for 1 point win. Now, got past this top game. Now you go to the tougher games against the teams that the heavyweights.
Well, I think that idea of 1 point win is, it's for, if you go to against a supposed, as you say, a heavyweight team, I think the players instinctively understand that right away. And so it's not something that needs to be constantly, brought up to them because they know it. But against teams, you come in, you feel you should beat, you've got to have that same mentality as you do that you're going to be playing, those bigger teams, and that's what we're trying to fight for. We're trying to fight for that consistency in terms of readiness and effort and focus. And so we weren't real great at it tonight, and that's what we're still working for, trying to get it ready for the playoffs, because that's what basically wins in the playoffs, is that continuity.
Coach, before the post-game press conference started, you doubted of Japeth, and we said you never had a doubt. Can you just talk about your confidence level in the final seconds of the game when you designed the play for Japeth, and just the trust that you have since he's done this multiple times in the past?
Well, just first of all, I didn't design that play. I mean, we set it up for him to get it, maybe originally, but then it broke down, and then they had to make it up as they went. And so Scotty and Japeth just made a really good dive to the basket. You want to say something?
That was the alley-oop play, actually.
It was supposed to be originally an alley-oop, but it didn't happen. They did a good job of defending it. And then it turned into a breakdown, and Scotty and Japeth made a good decision. But I think that the biggest thing is I've been with Japeth now for I don't know how many years, but watching the maturity that he has gone through over the years is just amazing. And we really rely on that now. I mean, he's one of our most mature. I'm not talking about age-wise. I'm talking about emotional-wise. He's one of our most mature players now, and so we really rely on him. And he's just really coming through. I mean, he was always, he was, if I may say, he was like the Batman to Greg, or the Robin to Greg and the Robin to Christian. And now he's our Batman, and we go to him, and we have high expectations for him, and he fills it out every night. So no doubt we have complete confidence in him.
Coach, good evening.
He's shy. Look at him now. He's turning red already.
Coach, good evening.
But when you leave Japeth, I'll tell him the real truth.
Coach, is the familiarity of Coach Jeff somehow?
No doubt. Jeff knows me inside and out, and I thought he did a really, really good job of disrupting us tonight. I felt they were predicting our triangle pretty well. You could see certain parts of our actions. They knew exactly what they wanted to do, and which was amazing because they only had a day really to think about it. I think because they just played a night ago, so they were really well prepared, seemingly for us, although they didn't have a lot of time to prepare. So they were really well coached tonight, and they were calm, and we're getting used to it. And we always say that that we're always going to play. And Japeth knows this, we're always going to play the best version of the team that we face because we're in Ginebra. And this is the game everybody watches. This is the one the fans watch. So teams get up and they get prepared for us. And so we are always battling. We feel every elimination game, we feel like we're playing their best version of them. And tonight, obviously with Fairfield with 32 and Ilagan with 24 and David with 15, I mean, it was their best version tonight.
Coach, you were trying to the post game. You were mentioning about Scotty having to leave. He just
His wife is. He just told me just now. His wife is in the middle is delivering as we speak. He said, and so they didn't tell him during the game. They waited till the game was over and then told him immediately after the game that his wife is in the hospital delivering. So he's not going to be in the dugout. He literally was from there. He left and went to his car. So he's on his way to the hospital. Japeth knows all about that with his kids.
Coach,
So-
you didn't talk about pulling him out
Triple
because
double.
the situation.
We didn't know. We didn't know until the end of the game. And it was nice. It was nice of his wife not to insist on telling him to come right away. He told him right after the game was over, and that's when he found out. It was right after the game was over. So he's on his way rushing to the hospital.
Jeff, buti na lang ba na-shoot mo? Buti na lang na-shoot mo.
Good thing it.
Yeah.
Ninong ka?
Dapat.
All my kids we made sure they were all cesarean, so I had two of my kids delivered on the day of the game, but it was in the morning cesarean, so they knew I could still coach the evening. So my wife was good about that.
All right, with that, we conclude our post-game press conference. Thank you.